What really happened to Lil' Kim at one of Diddy's infamous parties? For years, whispers and rumors have swirled around the music industry, but now, the Queen Bee herself is breaking her silence, and what she's revealing is jaw-dropping. From allegations of mistreatment to shocking claims about the party's behind-the-scenes chaos, Lil' Kim's story sheds light on the darker side of the entertainment world. In this video, we dive deep into her relationship with Diddy, the night that changed everything, and the explosive revelations that are making waves across the industry. Why did Lil' Kim choose now to speak out? And what does her story reveal about the unchecked power dynamics within music's elite circles? If you think you've heard it all about Diddy's wild parties, think again. Stay tuned because we're uncovering the details that even the biggest fans might have missed. From the glitz and glamour to the controversies and consequences, we're exposing everything. Trust us, you'll want to watch till the very end.
Lil' Kim exposes Diddy. So back in the day, Lil' Kim and Notorious B.I.G. had a thing going on despite Biggie being married to Faith Evans. But when Biggie passed, Kim's relationship with Diddy went up in flames. And for a while, people thought it was because Diddy worked with Nicki Minaj, her enemy. But Kim cleared the air, saying it wasn't just about Nicki. Lil' Kim is convinced Diddy knows the truth about Biggie's unsolved murking. Lil' Kim hasn't been shy about calling out Diddy. There's this old clip making the rounds where she reveals how Diddy basically cut her off when she was locked up. Diddy didn't visit her in jail or send a single letter. Nothing. Kim felt completely betrayed when Diddy began cozying up to Lil' Kim's arch rival, Nicki Minaj.
Lil' Kim's relationship with Diddy and her iconic status. Lil' Kim and Diddy's relationship was more than just a professional collaboration. It was a partnership that helped define the sound and style of hip-hop during its golden age. As the mastermind behind Bad Boy Records, Diddy gave Lil' Kim a platform to shine, and together, they created music that left an indelible mark on the industry. From her appearance on the Notorious B.I.G.'s tracks to her solo successes, Lil' Kim became the Queen Bee, known for her bold lyrics, unapologetic attitude, and groundbreaking influence.
Diddy has hit on me at Steve Rifkin's house. Everybody at the house was gay, but I didn't know it until I really paid attention and looked around at my surroundings. I'm like, oh,
right.
Like, what's going on?
That sounds like Exhibit's story, because Exhibit had a story like that. They went to Miami.
No, but he went to a club.
Right.
I went to Steve Rifkin's house.
Right.
It was after a BET Awards, we went to an after party.
Right.
Me, Lil' Kim.
With the Diddy story, are you, like, how do you respond to that when he makes a pass at you? You play it off? You laugh?
You treat,
like, I'm cool.
For me, at this stage in my life, I'm more mature than to punch a nigga in his face, right? So you just ignore it and, you know, you kind of give him the, let him the look like, nah. And giving that nigga the look made him just look hard and made me put my head down.
Her rise to fame wasn't without controversy, as her provocative image and lyrics pushed boundaries, earning her both praise and criticism. With Diddy's guidance, she became a trailblazer for women in hip-hop, setting trends in fashion and empowering female artists. However, her close ties to Diddy's Bad Boy Records also placed her at the center of its turbulent legacy, including the scandals and excesses often associated with the label. This backdrop makes the recent revelations about her experiences at one of Diddy's parties all the more compelling and raises questions about the darker side of their partnership.
Yeah, I got little C's and I grew up Lil' Kim talking about how they used to do the butterfly dance, how they used to get naked in front of each other and be dancing and shit. I've been telling y'all, so Suge know that they weird and weirdos, so he ain't gonna beat up on them too much. That's your float, that's what floats your boat, that's how it goes. And so, y'all know I talk shit about gays, but everybody ain't no homophobic gay basher like I am. Y'all know I talk shit about gays, but everybody ain't no homophobic gay basher like I am. And Suge had a lot of that worked for him, so I can tell y'all he's not one.
The night of the party. What allegedly happened. The night in question was reportedly one of Diddy's infamous parties, known for their opulence and over-the-top atmosphere. These gatherings attracted industry heavyweights, celebrities, and rising stars, but they were also surrounded by whispers of excess and misconduct. Lil' Kim has come forward with allegations about what she experienced at this particular event, describing moments that left her feeling mistreated and disrespected.
So media reports are going crazy right now with Diddy being locked up and his daughters having their birthday. They're even posting to social media, and you know Diddy wasn't there to celebrate it with them. I mean, check it out. So here's some photos that King Combs, who's Diddy's son, actually posted, and as you guys can see, it's their 18th birthday. Then on their Instagram, they posted this. They said 12/21, blessed to see another. They're limiting their Instagram comments, so you know no one can go on and just comment about Diddy parties and you know all that. It is sad, dude. Honestly, when I hear about certain stuff, I honestly feel really bad for his daughters mainly, just because like they're still so young. Like they just turned 18. As you guys know, they lost their mother and now their father's in prison. Like it's sad, right? It's truthfully sad. And then I think it's also sad that they're like these twin girls who just turned 18. They have to limit their Instagram comments because everyone will flood their comments with Diddy parties and all this stuff, right? And it's like they're just kids that had nothing to do with anything. That's why I just feel bad for them, like truthfully, I really do. And yeah, I hope they had a great birthday.
Lil' Kim speaks out, breaking the silence. Lil' Kim's decision to speak out about her experiences at Diddy's party has sent shockwaves through the music industry. For years, she remained silent, possibly out of fear of backlash or the risk of damaging her career. Now, her revelation shed light on the darker side of the industry and challenged the long-standing culture of silence around such incidents.
What about the goodie bags? I talked to two guys earlier in the show who said they never got anything when they were in lockup. But you've had that. You've gotten stuff in lockup.
I was at 11 different federal prisons. A couple of them were contract facilities, but they were still federal institutions. Every BOP facility I was ever at, we got a holiday bag. It's like a big plastic bag loaded with this garbage in it. You know, they have a trust fund that they take money away from the inmates or they make a profit on for selling commissary throughout the year. They act like they give you this gift bag, which is complete BS. That money that the gift bag is supplied, it comes from the trust fund. So the inmates are essentially paying for their own gift bag. Now, the ironic thing is, and I did a whole bunch of Christmases in the BOP, the bag shrinks and gets smaller every year. But the inmates use this as currency. They trade among each other, and the inmates use it when they're playing cards to pay off, you know, their gambling debts and such. So I've had really good holidays.
What's interesting, though, is you said, when we were talking earlier, you said they get like a bag of chips or a bag of pretzels, but they don't get name brand. They get very inexpensive. And then they mark them up 30%, and that's the trust fund that they put together. The profits go into a trust fund to pay for the goodie bags later on in the year.
It's like the shrink. There's certain employees of the Bureau of Prisons that the trust fund pays for. So essentially, the inmates are paying for the salaries of BOP staff members. It's crazy. And then when the inmates want things, they say, well, we don't have money for that. They used to hand out holiday cards for the inmates, but it turns out they were charging us for them, and the Salvation Army donated those.
Kim's claims go beyond just her personal experience. She has spoken out about the systemic exploitation and power dynamics that have often gone unchecked in the music world. Her voice adds to a growing movement of artists, especially women, who are calling out the toxic environments they endured to achieve success. By revealing her story, Lil' Kim aims to expose the truth about how the industry often prioritizes profit and power over the well-being of its artists.
Has children around this age. I don't believe that for 1 minute. But here's the problem. You lay down with a dog, you wake up with a flea. She dated Sean Combs, and it has haunted her forever.
Well, I think you're right. I mean, you quoted, I laugh because my grandmother used to use that same expression, and I think it's true. You sleep with dogs, you come up with fleas. But I haven't seen any evidence that J-Lo was involved in this at all. As I said, for me, I have been contacted now by almost 70 people, and I've taken 3 cases. It's easy to make an allegation, but you need to do it in a careful way. You have to consider the thing. People shouldn't speculate. I mean, there's any number of celebrities, and I don't think it's fair, absent any proof to the contrary, to throw J-Lo into this mess.
Diddy's parties, a controversial legacy. Diddy's parties have long been the stuff of legend in the music world. Lavish, exclusive, and extravagant, they were the epitome of celebrity excess. But beneath the surface, rumors of misconduct and questionable behavior have tarnished their reputation. Dubbed freak-off parties by some, these events became infamous for their wild nature and the blurred lines between indulgence and exploitation.
Of course, she had an argument. She's dating him, and he's having freak-offs. All right, I think we can all agree on that. Remember the 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Of course, she's not getting along with him, but that does not make her an accomplice to a felony, much less a crime on a child. I just don't believe it. And don't you know she's doing backflips over all of this?
Nancy, she must just be so traumatized by this. Not only her, but her family and what's going to come out in the press and what her children, her twins are going to read. But you know, Nancy, this lie down with dogs and you get fleas, you never know what kinds of behaviors he was trying to embroil her in. He is a sex addict. He's compulsive. He draws it like a vortex. He draws everybody into his circle. I'm just going to say, because I'm a trauma therapist, when it comes to people who have been victimized and there are rich and powerful people around, you really want to think about the credibility of the victim. You want to think about what they experienced. You don't want to doubt what they are saying simply because they had rich and famous people around them. I just think that's a slippery slope.
Over the years, multiple celebrities have hinted at or openly spoken about unsettling experiences at these gatherings. Allegations range from inappropriate behavior to manipulation and coercion, creating a shadow over Diddy's carefully curated public image. While Diddy has often dismissed such claims as baseless, the consistent emergence of similar stories suggests a pattern that cannot be ignored.
Before his arrest, disgraced music mogul Sean Diddy Combs was famous for holding his annual 4th of July party in the Hamptons. All of the well-known partygoers wore white, and it wasn't exactly a family-friendly event.
Can you believe this 6-year-old boy was once a guest at Diddy's infamous white party? The disgraced mogul has his arm draped around a young Justin Livtoski back in 1999. Justin is now 31 and tells Inside Edition about taking that photo. Well, his father, David Allen, was Diddy's photographer, snapping pictures of partygoers in the Hamptons. Justin's mom, Maya, was also there. She says the party was family-friendly at first, but then turned raunchy. In later years, Diddy implemented a curfew for children.
The kids have like an hour left. So get extra comfortable, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all won't.
The larger implications of Lil' Kim's revelations. Lil' Kim's decision to share her experiences isn't just about seeking justice for herself. It's about empowering others in the industry to do the same. Her story underscores the importance of giving women in music the platform and support to speak out against mistreatment. By breaking the silence, she sets a precedent for holding powerful figures accountable for their actions.
It turned serious. And now I gotta watch what I say. I gotta watch what I do, because I'm watching how society trying to do rappers. You know what I'm saying? I understand why they trying to do it, because some rappers f it up for everybody. And it's like, damn, now I'm in this pool. So it's like harder for me to just go in there and rap how I used to rap. You know what I'm saying? That shit a whole different ball game. There's stuff against him that don't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that right there could scare you. And then I'm one of them guys who I'm like pretty hands-on, like, but that could be you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But they could really come and f up my whole career, my whole life for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Something I really ain't did. Like shit I really don't got no part of. That right there, like I even posted on my page, like I've been going through like a dark stage for 2 years. But even then, like people like, what the hell you mean like a dark stage? And like from just converting over from who I was to who I'm becoming, that shit was a dark stage, because shit was different and it was different fast. And I understand how they trying to do it and how they trying to set it up. So now I gotta be smarter than the enemy, you know? And then it's not like I'm trying to hide nothing. It's just, okay, now I understand. Right. You feel me? Like, this can't get done like that.
This controversy also raises questions about the lack of accountability for industry leaders. Figures like Diddy, who hold immense sway over careers and reputations, have often avoided facing the consequences of their actions. Lil' Kim's allegations challenge this dynamic and call for greater transparency in how the industry operates.
I invite you to all my parties, you just haven't seemed to show up.
I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight.
That's a different type of party. Yeah. No, I mean the after party.
No, I know about them.
Beyond the immediate fallout, Lil' Kim's revelations contribute to broader movements for justice and cultural change within entertainment. As the public and media continue to scrutinize these allegations, the hope is that the industry will take steps to address systemic issues, ensuring a safer and more equitable environment for all artists. By sharing her story, Lil' Kim becomes a symbol of resilience and a catalyst for change in an industry that desperately needs reform.
You know why Puff's parties are so cool, man? Because you can't get into the party. It doesn't matter what the fuck's going on in the party. Nothing cool is going on in the party. It's a party. But you can't, for some fucking reason, at his party, you can't get into his party. So now what do you want to do? Get into that man's party and see what the fuck all the hubbub's about. So right now I have a do not fucking enter sign on Machine Gun Kelly, man.
And there you have it, the shocking truth about what Lil' Kim experienced at Diddy's party. Her story is a reminder that even the brightest stars face challenges behind the scenes. What's your take on her revelations? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring you more eye-opening stories from the world of entertainment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.